Unlimited hydroplane racing, we call this the milling period when they come out, the 5 or 6 minutes before the start. The boats can cut the race course. They can cut it from the front straightaway to the back straightaway at the lower end of the race course. They can cut the race course from the back stretch to the front stretch at the top end of the race course. They can only cut across the race course in that type of a fashion. We're trying to make sure then we don't have any dangerous situations. And if you think maybe we had one of those dangerous situations and caused that rule change, that's exactly what happened. It was in Seattle about 25 years ago, but that's what went down. Okay, coming up on 25 seconds to the 6-minute mark. 6.5 to the start. Heat 1A, presented by Redstone Federal Credit Union. The calm before the storm. I got many photographers standing out in front of me. I've got radio people standing out in front of me. I've got H1 officials. I got the drones flying. We're getting ready to go here. We are 2 seconds, 6 minutes. 6 minutes to the start. Keep an eye on the pit area over there. See if you don't start seeing some white water getting pushed as our boats come away from the dock. I am not sure we are going to see the 440, but we're definitely going to see the 9, the 8, and the 12. Haven't seen a whole lot of movement over there yet. They don't have to come out at 6 minutes. They can. We got one boat coming up and away. I'm being told the U8 with J. Michael Kelly and the U9 away from the dock with Corey Peabody. So we'll bring them across. Five minutes until the start. We have a green flag on the race course, 4 minutes and 50 seconds to the start. It's Heat 1A of the 2021 Lake Guntersville Hydrofest, the race for the Southern Cup. Let's go hydroplane racing. It is about time. We've waited 21 months to do this. Let's hope we get a good one. Looks like J. Michael Kelly, if that's got the white cowling on it, it's certainly one of the Darrell Strong boats that is up at the top end of the race course. It looks like that's Corey Peabody coming up behind him at the 3/4 mark of the backstretch. J. Michael Kelly, our second fastest qualifier. Look at the water conditions out here. Everything is perfect. There is very much a silence right here at Lake Guntersville as JMK flies across start-finish line here. Talked to this young man last night. All he wants to do is drive. All he wants to do is race. He said he probably wouldn't sleep much last night. Like all of us, he is excited to see this happen. Here comes his teammate. Here comes his grade school classmate. Here comes his good buddy. Also the top qualifier, Corey Peabody, Pinnacle Peak Consulting, the U9. And at the top end of the race course, our third boat. Apparently we are not going to see the 440. The top end of the race course. It is the U12, the Graham Trucking, Andrew Tate. I got a nickel. Jeff Ayler says I make a mistake on that, and I put J. Michael Kelly in that 12. It's just been too many years.
That's going to be tough to get used to, Brad, this year. JMK in the number 8, Miss Tri-Cities. Corey Peabody, top qualifier in the Pinnacle Peak Consulting. Here's Andrew Tate, dominant red with the silver and black, the U12 Graham Trucking. Brad, it's the race before the race. Your lane is not assigned to you before the start. This is the milling period. This is where it gets interesting.
This is where it gets very interesting, and a lot can happen here. Like Jeff said, this is the race before the race. Your lanes are not assigned. So you're going to come and fight for that lane as you see our two boats go down to the lower end of the race course. Tate is on the inside of J. Michael Kelly at the lower end. Looks like Kelly went around him. Before J. Michael Kelly could move to the left in front of Andrew Tate, he would have to have 7 boat lengths. He certainly got that now if he wanted to move. But again, we're still very early. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to the start. 2:30, now 2:25. J. Michael Kelly, you see him slow down up the backstretch now. And Andrew Tate has yet to put his foot in the 12, the Graham Trucking. He's just been slowly going around the race course. as Corey Peabody comes off the bottom end of the race course here, and he's running with a little more authority up the backstretch. It's Corey Peabody, J. Michael Kelly, and Andrew Tate coming up on 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the start. Heat 1A, presented by Redstone Federal Credit Union. There you see Andrew Tate cutting the race course from the back to the front. I mentioned that was a legal maneuver. He did it at the proper place on the race course, and there goes J. Michael Kelly across the race course, and he can do that. He can cut from the front stretch to the back when he is down at the lower end of the race course. That was legal. Now watch Tate as we watch the clock with 1:30 until the start. I think Andrew's going to go all the way down now with 1:30 on this 2.5 mile course. I like where Andrew Tate sits right now. He might find himself on the inside, but I'll tell you what, J. Michael Kelly is a master at getting lane one. He's going to come off the top end of the course behind everybody. Will he cut the course and try and jump to the inside? It's got 1:10. I don't think he's going to have to go around. I think he was too early to jump over and try and get in front of Andrew. So coming out of the bottom end of the race course, it's going to be Andrew Tate there first. We're inside 1:55 until the start. Heat 1A, presented for the Lake Guntersville Hydrofest by the Redstone Federal Credit Union. 45 seconds until the start. It looks like it's going to be Tate in 1, Peabody in 2, and J. Michael Kelly on the outside as they'll go up to the top end of the race course. Now, it's those timing marks that they really haven't had a lot of time to experiment with here. But the idea is to take a race boat at 180 miles an hour, put it right here on the start-finish line, wide open when the clock strikes 0. And that's going to happen in 18 seconds. It's about a 16-second run off of the top end of the race course. And right now we are at 11 seconds. Whatever the timing is, they're going to come down here together because we are inside 8. In fact, we are inside 5. We are 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 mark. And finally, we are racing as Corey Peabody takes him across start-finish line. 21 months in waiting, and Corey Peabody leads him across down to the lower end of the race course. He's got J. Michael Kelly with him on the outside. Where Tate? Tate's right there on the inside in the Graham Trucking. So off the corner down there, it is Corey Peabody in the middle, and on his left and on the inside is Andrew Tate on the outside. You cannot see him. It is J. Michael Kelly. The start was good. Everybody was legal at the start. A real strong run up the backstretch. Oh, look at Tate start to gobble him up a little bit on the inside. Tater on. You haven't seen Kelly. He's right there with him. Top end of the race course, Corey Peabody. Got to leave room in there for Andrew Tate. He certainly does. Plenty of lane space. Kelly on the outside. We're going to go 3 times around here. And it is Corey Peabody from lane number 2 with the lead. And second place will go to J. Michael Kelly at the end of 1. Tate is in 3rd with the lane position on the inside. Corey Peabody driving that 9, driving it like a rocket. He likes this boat. He says he's getting more and more comfortable every day. Oh, look at the race for second place down there. JMK on the outside. You can see the skid fin wall. Tater on the inside. But it's still Corey Peabody coming smartly down the backstretch. He is showing you that there is no question that top qualifying speed was legit. And he's 3/4 of the way up the backstretch right now. Look at the race for second place. J. Michael Kelly on the outside. JMK's driving an awfully big race course out there in lane number 3. And now the white flag will be displayed. The drivers will come down. That white flag tells them they got 1 lap to go. Tate right on the buoy row. Tate was right on the buoy. I don't know if he hit it, but he did go in. Where is Andrew Tate? Oh, there he is. He hooked to the inside of the race course. We'll get back to Andrew Tate. Our leader is Corey Peabody. Second place, his teammate, J. Michael Kelly. That is, from my perspective, that is not going to be an issue with Corey Peabody not giving Andrew Tate enough room up there. I think there was plenty of lane space in there. I think Andrew just got a little tight to the buoy row, maybe fell in a hole and hooked it. I was about to say I thought J. Michael Kelly might sit back and let this one go, pick up the 300 second place points. But JMK is starting to move smartly up the backstretch. He's in the rooster tail right now of his buddy, Corey Peabody. Corey Peabody shocking everybody here with a dominant run in our Heat 1A presented by Redstone Federal Credit Union. He's just got to come off the top end of the race course and come down and pick up a checkered flag. It flies for him. Corey Peabody driving a 9. Wow. Pinnacle Peak Consulting Group comes in first. J. Michael Kelly and the Miss Tri-Cities, the U8, will come home in second place. Wow. They are telling the 12 and Andrew Tate to run an extra lap. That does not necessarily mean there is a penalty. We will clear that with the officials. Sometimes, if there is an infraction, he will have to run another lap. Sometimes they're not sure if there was an infraction, so they will review the tape and see what it is. But if it turns out that he needed to run an extra lap, they will have put one in the books. Andrew Tate hanging tight on the inside in the 12. So we're monitoring the official radio here to find out exactly what the call. There's a bunch of chatter about potentially hitting a buoy. There was also the discussion of when he hooked to the inside of the race course. We have areas here that are called the safety zone, and you cannot run a boat in the safety zone. If you do, it is an automatic penalty and an automatic disqualification. It was tough to see from here, but apparently he definitely hit the buoy. Then the question becomes, is the buoy dislodged? But Andrew Tate will come by right now and get scored. But the surprise of that one, Corey Peabody with a nice win in his first heat for Daryl and Vanessa Strong out of the Tri-Cities. Daryl and Vanessa, well, the only thing you've done at your first race this year is you came out and you had the top 2 qualifiers, and then you put the 2 boats together in the first heat of the season for darn near effort. And they finished 1-2. So Daryl, Vanessa, pretty good start, I would say. How about that? And boat race fans, wherever you may be, we're back. We're racing again.
An opportunity. I took it and worked out really good. Number 9, Pinnacle Peak Consulting boat. Super happy to be a part of the team. I'm so happy to have Daryl and Vanessa as their new owners in the sport of H1. Happy my teammate right here, Mike. Thank you. Good throw. Well, he's earned it. My first, so exactly. I'm really happy right now.
Congratulations, Corey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.